name is Liu, and I want to share something about the quarantine policy right now in China. I came back to China from Maldives around 12 days ago, and we landed in Shanghai, so I'm right now still in a quarantine hotel in Shanghai. And this is my second bath day. So today I will share some of my experience of how these all work. So first of all, before returning the country, we actually had some mandatories and preparations to do that were required by the government. One example is the so-called health code that you can access from any of your mobile devices. The health code is meant to keep a record of your health condition and also where you have been for the past 14 days. So you are required to fill the form daily for 14 days continuously. One thing to add is the QR code is actually designed for people coming back from certain countries. So in my case, it was actually not compulsory to fill the code, but anyway, I did. And the next thing is, upon returning in Shanghai, we were all taken to do the COVID-19 test inside the airport, which was free of charge. So in my case, it was just to scrub the throat. But on the same flight, we also had friends that got stabbed into the nose. The whole testing procedure took around 1 minute, I think. And we were then taken to the waiting area where we registered to different hotels and wait for the buses to take us. Actually, we never got the testing results because we were told that if nobody contacts you the next day, you are safe. So the third thing many people are curious about is the quarantine hotel. And as you can see, this is my room. It's actually a twin bedroom that I'm getting, but obviously for a quarantine, only one pax can check in. So currently it's compulsory at your arrival to check into a quarantine hotel, which is totally randomly assigned to you. And that means you don't have a choice for the hotel you're getting and the price range you are paying. Yes, it's chargeable. So in my case, and I didn't know what I was getting until I actually checked into this hotel. And I was eventually very lucky to get this room and 3 meals a day at around $40 per day, which is totally reasonable and it's probably the cheapest option in Shanghai. But again, I didn't choose it. I was only allocated this room. So from our same flight, we also had friends that were taken to some other more expensive hotels with maybe bigger windows, better rooms, better washrooms, and better meals. But sometimes the daily cost can go up to maybe $80 per day. So throughout the 14 days quarantine, we are not allowed to leave the room. We are provided with 3 meals a day and all the necessities. As for the daily supplies we're getting and the garbages that we need to take out, everything is left at the doorstep and the people will need to come and go and collect them. And throughout the 14 days, we also have one chance for our delivery things where we can order something online and get them delivered to the doorstep. Every day we have to upload our body temperature twice, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, with this QR code and the thermometer. Here comes one thing that people are grumbling about, the AC. As you may be aware, in some quarantine hotels, because of the potential infection risk, the central ACs are not allowed to use. So the next question is, what happens after the 14 days quarantine? Of course, people go home, but there are different quarantine policies in different cities again. Right now, most of the cities allow home-based quarantine for either 7 days or 14 days, which regardless the time period, at least saves us another 14 days quarantine fee. So this is basically what happens right now with people returning China from overseas. And of course, online there are comments, criticizes, maybe sometimes complaints about the policy. But here I don't intend to share more comments than my experiences. If there's anything I want to say here is that the frontline staff, they have really shouldered the responsibility to protect the country as well as every single individuals like us. During my journey back, I was also chatting with some of the frontline staff at the airport, and I think they have got a really laborious work. Many of them work on rosters that is more than 10 hours a day, and even under this heat, they still have to gear up from head to toe, which is really hot. And after wearing the facial mask for a long time, you actually have a physical pain at the back of the ear, because the string is just pulling too tight. So the examples can go on, but my point is there is really nothing I could say more than a thank you to them. So I guess I can only hope for a better 2020, and stay safe, guys.